Aren't you slicing that man's brain a little too thin?
It's too thin if I were making a foot-long brain sandwich at Quiznos. For examination under a 2-photon microscope, it's fine.
Well, you're the expert. If the correct way to do it is the wrong way, then I yield.
Very well. If you die and donate your body to science, I promise to slice your brain like Canadian bacon.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take my temperature.
Are you monitoring your circadian rhythms in order to identify your periods of maximum mental acuity? I did that one summer. Oh, youth.
No, I experienced some distressing symptoms last night, so I'm checking my vital signs every hour.
I'd be happy to create a chart and participate in a differential diagnosis.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
All right. What were the symptoms?
Elevated heart rate, moist palms, dry mouth, and localized vascular throbbing.
Localized to what region?
Ears and genitalia.
Interesting. Not body parts that usually team up. What about environmental factors? Describe the scene for me.
I was sitting in a restaurant with Penny and Bernadette drinking water, carbonated as it was a special occasion. Penny's friend Zach stopped by and said hello, and I said, who?
Who?
Zach.
Then why did you ask?
Ask what?
Who?
Zach.
All right, let's start over. What did you say when Zach walked in?
Who?
Zach.
Why do you keep saying Zach?
Because you keep saying who.
I'm not saying who now. I said who last night.
And the answer was Zach, correct?
There was no question. I simply said who.
All right, I think I have enough to go on. Possible explanations for your symptoms are, in descending order of likelihood, hyperthyroidism, premature menopause, hosting an alien parasite, or, and I only include it for the sake of covering absolutely all bases, sexual arousal.
Where would I have picked up an alien parasite?
Hey, there's my favorite geniuses. How are we doing today?
That depends. How much longer do you plan on fondling my shoulder?
Sorry, Dr. Cooper, I forgot you have a touch phobia.
It's not a touch phobia, it's a germ phobia. If you'd like to go put on a pair of latex gloves, I'll let you check me for a hernia.
There you are. Well, hey, let me ask you a question. What are you most afraid of?
I don't know. Nuclear war? Accidentally being buried alive? Any of those movies where you get that phone call that says you're going to die, and then you do?
No, something very specific that we both know you, Rajesh Koothrappali, are terrified of.
Well, type 2 diabetes runs in my family. The thought of losing a toe.
Spiders! You're afraid of spiders.
What the heck is this?
A jar with a big spider in it, of course. Bravery test. First one to take his hand out is the sidekick.
Are you crazy?
Perhaps. Are you scared?
No, but it's a stupid test.
Oh, really? What if the Earth was in danger and the only way to save it was to stick your hand in a jar with a spider?
Oh yeah? What if the Earth is in danger and the only way to save it was to take a shower in the locker room and let other guys see you naked?
Oh, come on, that's never gonna happen. Put your hand in the jar or forever be revealed as my sidekick.
All right, I will.
How did you get so brave all of a sudden?
It's easy. Spider's calling up your arm.
Please run!
Yeah. So listen, fellas, who's up for a little party this Saturday night? Open bar, good eats, might even be a few pretty girls.
I'm in.
Wait, but hold on. Just because the nice man is offering you candy doesn't mean you should jump into his windowless van. What's the occasion?
Just a little fundraiser for the university.
Aha! The tear-stained air mattress in the back of the van.
I understand your reticence, Dr. Cooper, and I sympathize, but the hard facts are occasionally we have to shake a few hands and kiss a few butts to raise money for our research.
I don't care. It's demeaning, and I refuse to be trotted out and shown off like a prize hog at the Texas State Fair, which, by the way, is something you don't want to attend wearing a Star Trek ensign's uniform.
All right, let me put it this way. You're going to put on a suit, you're going to come to this party, and you're going to explain your research to a bunch of old people, or I swear to God, I'll blind you with a hot spoon like they did to that little boy in Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, you don't want that.
So Saturday night, it's going to be off the hook.
Ugh.
Get over it.
So right now, this button press event is just triggering a dummy procedure called...
How about this for the app name? The surprisingly helpful equation-linked differential optimized numerator.
So it spells Sheldon.
Does it? A happy accident.
We're not doing names now. Howard?
Like I was saying, right now it's just a dummy procedure, but eventually it will drop us into...
All right, fine. If we're not going to give it a name, can we at least give it a secret code designation?
No.
But hear me out. The atomic bomb was the Manhattan Project. Windows 95 was originally Project Chicago. For our app, I would humbly suggest, Project Nodlehez.
That's just Sheldon backwards.
Another happy accident.
We're not wasting time with names right now.
I see. Is that decision open for discussion?
No.
Is the decision to not discuss it open for discussion?
No.
Again, right now it's just a dummy procedure, but eventually it will drop us into...
I call for a vote of no confidence and an immediate change in leadership.
Sheldon, stop.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary to dissolve the bonds that tie three competent scientists
That's enough,
together.
Sheldon!
All right, let's get right to the vote. Show of hands, all those opposed to Leonard and his reign of tyranny.
Okay, that's it. You're fired.
Really? Why?
Because you're impossible to work with.
I see. And is that open for discussion?
Okay, let's go smooch some rich, wrinkled tuchus.
Oh, Howard, I can't believe Bernadette let you go to a fancy party wearing a dickie.
Excuse me, my girlfriend doesn't pick out my clothes. My mother does.
Well, we should get going.
What about Sheldon?
Sheldon is not going.
Really? What do we tell Siebert?
Tell him Dr. Cooper feels that the best use of his time is to employ his rare and precious mental faculties to tear the mask off nature and stare at the face of God.
Sheldon, it's Saturday night. You'll be doing laundry.
Don't tell him that. Tell him the mask thing.